Program Development Zone, where we celebrate achievers, unveil the core potential of our dear nation, and also celebrate those who have contributed immensely to the growth of the country. Today on the program, we'll be chatting with Dr. Anuforom. He is the former DG CEO of NIMIT. Sit back, relax. I'll be right back.
The seasonal rainfall prediction by NIMET is presented every year. The importance is that rainfall affects every aspect of our national life. Of course, we are in sub-Saharan Africa, so agriculture in particular is very sensitive to rainfall pattern, not just how much rain, but how is the rain distributed. And so the seasonal rainfall prediction gives the information to planners in various sectors of the economy, especially those sectors that are sensitive to rainfall. Of course, chief among them is agriculture. Of course, tied to agriculture is food security. So the rainfall prediction is important for agriculture and also for infrastructure. Our agriculture in Nigeria, like other sub-Saharan African countries, agriculture here is predominantly rain-fed. In other words, we depend on natural rainfall for crop production, forestry, livestock production, and so on. If that is so, information regarding what the rainfall pattern would look like is very important for farmers in general and those that plan the agricultural sector. In the other sectors like construction, infrastructure, we know that when we have excess rainfall, we have flooding. If we know ahead of time what the rainfall pattern will be, it will assist us to plan better in agriculture and other sectors of the economy, road construction, and so on. We have conducted some studies already with farmers around in north central, northwestern, and also various parts of the country. We have seen that they do not have access to this information. So if then NIME works more closely with Ministry of Agriculture, especially the Agric Extension people, I believe that the climate information, like the seasonal rainfall prediction, would reach these rural farmers. Beyond that, it's not enough to give it to them, because this is scientific information that may not be in the format they will understand. It may therefore be necessary not only to give it to them, but also to guide them. Of course, the first step is to put it in the language they will understand. The SRP is in English. These are rural farmers, don't understand all those graphs and charts and figures and so on and so forth. So they need to be guided in the application of the very useful information in the seasonal rainfall prediction. The survey we did indicated that these farmers, perhaps over 80% of them, don't even hear about weather forecasts. The weather forecasts we give on television, on radio, they don't hear about them. And even if they do, that is not the real thing they need to hear. They need to hear that this week, in 3 days' time, it's going to rain. So don't do this or do that. And this is where the Agric Extension services would support the farmers. The other way we have also in this organization identified, we hear about the government End Plan program. And from what I know, young people many of them in the rural areas, have a lot of information. They are given tablets, that is using ICT. So if we can work closely with these younger people, they are university graduates who have tablets, we can now disseminate the climate information to them. This is the practice in other parts of the world, especially in East African countries. Yet another way we can do it is to have a more participatory arrangement, engaging the farmers directly to explain to them how to use the climate information. Without blowing my own trumpet, but I think I did my best. It's difficult cataloging all of them, but I know that during the period I was there, NIMET moved from an obscure, almost unknown organization to what we presently know, that NIMET is a well-known organization, not only nationally but internationally. In the continent of Africa, the World Meteorological Organization rates NIMET as one of the best. By the time you mention 3 or 4 or 5 best meteorological organizations in Africa, NIMET, of course, will be one of them. Now, there's a program we call International Organization of Standards Certification, ISO, which was mandatory according to WMO. NIMET was among the first few African countries that could accomplish that, and that happened during my tenure. Generally, therefore, there was tremendous improvement, ranging from infrastructure to human capacity development. I wish I could tell you the number of people that NIMET trained to have first degree, second degree, PhD during that period, and other short trainings to improve on productivity. So we touched on physical infrastructure, we touched on human capacity. Therefore, we are able to improve on the quality of our services. Because of the improvement we had, we started even to move into trying to commercialize our activities. The culmination of it all is that, honestly, it's difficult to reel them out, but I am, with sense of humility, proud to say that at the end of my service, I left service in June 2017. In August, I received a letter of commendation from the Parent Ministry, commending the effort I had put in. In their own words, in words of government, they say that my contribution remains indelible in the chronology of the agency. So I think that summarizes everything. As they say, you retire but you're not tired. I've been doing quite a lot. In the past 2 years, I've delivered about 3 conference papers, scientific conference, in the Astronomical Society of Nigeria, Renewable Energy Society of Nigeria. I'm very active in those areas of science. In fact, I'm writing a paper right now on climate change and food security in Nigeria and the implication for national security. That's the research paper I'm working on at the moment. I have also set up this office, Global Environmental Services and Weather Solutions, to provide consultancy services in environment, weather, and climate. So we are reaching out to different organizations we work with. And during this period, this organization has been accredited by the National Environmental Safety Regulation and Enforcement Agency, NESRIA. We are also accredited by the Ministry of Environment to provide environmental services. So these are the efforts we are making to continue to be relevant to the national development, global environmental services and weather solutions. It's a sort of a conglomerate of a collection of professionals in issue of environment and climate change. Myself, Dr. Osoma, Dr. Oko are the key drivers of this organization. We are located at Suite FT3. That's where we are right now. This Alibro atrium, that's what this complex is called. Our own is Suite FT3. That's 32 Ekukinam Street. That's where we are right now. We have a website, by the way, www.globalenvironmentweather.com.
Please do follow us on our social media platform for more updates and comments. On Facebook, Bodijo Media Communications Limited. On Twitter, BOJ_TV. On WhatsApp, 0703-477-8568. Our email, bodijomedia@yahoo.com. For more updates from BOJ TV, kindly click on the subscribe button and the notification bell sign beside.